Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Loving Dubai show. We are in the presence of greatness. She's a TikTok sensation, a style icon, and arguably one of the funniest comedians out there, performing at Dubai Opera May 15th. Welcome to the show, Atsuko.
Thank you for having me, Shahir. That was such a beautiful and kind intro. I'm so shy hearing it.
You know what? You deserve it. All that and more. So you're coming to Dubai Friday. Will this be your first time?
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time. And yeah, I only have 4 days. So I'm like, how am I gonna do everything that I want?
Not enough. Not enough.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to?
Well, so I have the show locked down. I literally don't have other things locked down. So I'm looking forward to meeting the people. I always love the people wherever I go. That's why I got into comedy. So yeah, I'm excited to connect with them. Sure, of course, seeing Dubai, which is like Las Vegas, that's exciting, but I want to hear people's stories. I want to meet your mom. I want to meet your grandma, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of stories, so not too long ago, you posted us a few stories of you walking your husband through the town that you grew up in. You showed him your house, you showed him the playground that you used to go to, and then you posted the story of you in one of those spring swings, and you captioned it making up for childhood trauma or something along those lines, which I thought was funny. So I wanted to ask, was comedy always a form of coping mechanism, or was that always a part of who you are?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. I think, comedy always comes from things that maybe are hard to talk about, and then you find a way to make it light and relatable to people. So other people also feel seen and laugh through the process. And so for me, it was definitely that too. If my family had just gotten in a fight and they're not talking to each other, I would always try to like make a joke so that somebody at least maybe would break a smile or, do one of these you know.
Laugh through the pain.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I would always do that. I would do that with, my classmates too. And so naturally, stand-up comedy was perfect for me.
So were you a class clown growing up? Were you more introverted? What were you like?
I was very shy. I was very, very shy and introverted, very insecure. I didn't know if my English was good enough for my classmates in the United States. And so I was an observer, which comedians also always have to be. I think the misconception is comedians are always talking, so funny, like a class clown. But I think comedy is like 30% listening and observing. You have to observe and watch people, or else, you won't be able to come up with the comedic ideas and patterns of humans that you might joke about.
So being so introverted, how did you break out of that and just come out of your shell and express yourself in the way you do with your amazing fashion and your jokes and your relatability?
A healthy ego. Ego. Everyone has one, and it's good to have some so that you have self-confidence, to go and try to make friends, to go out and be yourself. So I had enough of that
Mhm.
where I was like, I want attention. I want to be heard. So that
Don't we
helped me
all?
get out of being shy.
What would you say is your spirit animal?
My spirit animal. Gosh. Oh gosh. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that. Do eggs count?
You know what? Eggs fully count. Fully.
Okay. Okay. There's a character by Sanrio that is a lazy egg.
Mhm.
And I have so many different things that are the lazy egg, like merch,
Your
backpack,
necklace
tote,
as well.
tote bags. That's right. My necklaces, I have an egg necklace, egg earrings. So probably the egg. Or yeah, I guess that's a chicken, right? So
Right?
a chicken is my spirit animal.
Love it. So, you've done a lot so far in your career. Your HBO special, you've opened for Chelsea Handler. All of these publications are recognizing you as the funniest person in the now. How does that make you feel, and what are you most proud of?
Oh gosh. I'm proud that I got to be me and that people met me where I am, because sometimes you grow up thinking I'm such a weirdo, and so I'll stay quiet because I don't want too much attention, maybe people will make fun of me or think my haircut is weird or the way I talk is weird. And so I that's what I am most proud of, is that, being me not just paid off, but there were other people who needed to see it and feel like, oh, I'm a fellow weirdo too. Which, by the way, you also are, Shahir, and that's good.
No. I try
Those are the
keeping it in.
people. You what?
I try keeping it in, but I keep breaking. Like it's hacking, and you've noticed it.
Yeah, those are the people that I love. Those are my fans.
100%. Like I think that's what everyone loves most about you. What does Chelsea Handler smell like?
Kelsey Handler smells hmm, fresh, just like fresh, like freshly showered.
Okay, so she uses like Aesop all the time.
I think so. It's not like heavy perfume. It's just like, oh, I just, was born clean, just like
Yeah.
freshly, just like water or something. Yeah,
Fresh summer breeze.
that's right.
So, talk me through the moment that you decided, you know what, comedy, that's what I'm gonna do full time. This is who I am, and this is what I want the rest of my life to be.
Yeah, I mean, you have many moments like that, to be honest. It's such a bold statement to make. I'm going to do comedy forever. It's like the people might be like, well, you're not funny. So what do you mean? What
Mhm.
do you mean this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life? It's a dance you do with the audience, right? It's a two-way streak. So, and you have to have enough confidence to say something like that. So, I want to say I didn't know until even like 5 years ago,
Okay.
and I've been doing it 13 years. You have to have enough paid gigs and enough, validation from the audience and enough love for it. And you realize, okay, I can do this for a job. Yeah.
Amazing. My cat is vomiting in the background as a
Oh
side.
no.
I know.
Oh, she hated that answer. Your cat hated that answer. She was like, boring.
Just you're like, what is that noise? She's going
She's
through a moment. So with so many people giving you mixed reviews or unsolicited advice that you're not necessarily asking for, and you're trying to make a career out of just being you and what you love and just playing it by ear, how do you stay true to yourself and consistent and just stick to what you believe in?
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. I think you just focus on the people who do love you, because those are the stories and people that matter, right? It's the
Hmm.
people who write me and say, "You got me through the pandemic, your jokes, your videos." It's the people who write me and say, you know, "Oh, when you talk about your mom's mental health, I'm going through that, and thank you so much for making me laugh through that." Those are the people that you have to remember when um there might be other negative voices or critics around. Yeah.
It's amazing. One more thing that I wanted to ask before we get into you being in Dubai and your performance here. So, with everything that's happened, one thing that people really felt connected to was the drop challenge. Did you
Mm-hmm.
expect it to blow up to the level that it did?
I did not with the drop challenge. It was just me and my grandma having fun on a Sunday. And, of course it's a simple move, and,
Yeah.
and the beat is hot when it drops. Um and and because we're having fun, I think people, again, it's that thing of like, if you're being yourself, and yourself is positive and fun and what other people might be drawn towards, they're going to want to do that too. They're going to want to feel that too. And one way to feel it is by doing the challenge. And so that, I think that's why I went international, and it was cool. It was cool. It's not like I was getting paid for it. I said,
Mhm.
no, this is the people's challenge now. The
Yeah.
people can do it in their kitchen, at the hospital, in the park while they're fishing. I've seen people do it while they're fishing on a boat, you know. And so I thought that was cool. You get to show your own personality while doing it.
Do you think that's what people resonate most with you? Is just your relatability and your authenticity?
I think so. I hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and I keep this haircut that some people would say, why? Why that bowl cut? Oh my gosh, what are you, 6 years old? And it's this thing where it makes me feel like the most me. And so, yeah, I think the joy and the authenticity maybe is what people connect with.
Do you think that you're gonna pull a Lisa Rinna and just keep the same hairstyle for 20 years?
Oh gosh. You know how musicians every few years like will step up with a different look, maybe a
Hmm.
little rebrand. I've
Hmm.
thought about doing that maybe in like 3 years, maybe it's like a perm. Maybe I perm it and
Love it.
so it's like still I still have bangs and it's still similar, but it's curly.
Okay,
Like my mom and grandma also have a perm, so I figured I should finish the all three of us should have one.
100%. And then after that, maybe a mohawk, just shooting ideas.
Sure, sure. Yeah, people always love when you're that's what if I do mohawk when I'm older?
Even better, even
And
better.
it's really hard to upkeep. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Give the
Go out
people what they
strong.
want.
I just want to look like a bird. Yeah.
You know what? I'm trying to go for the same look. Am I achieving it? I'm not sure, but you can tell me after the interview your thoughts and opinions. So you are gonna be here very soon, May 15th. What can we expect?
Oh gosh, you can expect me fighting through my jet lag, but trying to have a good time at the same time. I'm working on my Dubai set after I get off the phone with you. So I'm gonna try to just you can expect me having fun and you having fun too in turn. Yeah.
Perfect answer. And just to finish off, what is the one thing that you want people to leave your show like thinking of or acknowledging or just appreciating about themselves or mainly you actually?
I think that it's okay to not, if you feel like a weirdo or if you feel like oh gosh, this isn't what's popular, the way I dress or what I really like or who I really am isn't in popular culture or maybe it's not even allowed in the culture, the way I was born, things like this, just know that that's your superpower and that's what makes you unique and special. And so, yeah, that's what I want people to take away from the show.
Words of wisdom by the wisest person you've ever come across.
Oh, well, there's, many, yeah, that's a bold statement.
A factual statement, bold but factual. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure speaking to you. And to everyone watching at home, thank you so much. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow.